Cameroon and the Central African Republic have had competing claims to villages and towns along their porous, undefined border for years. It is to this effect that both nations have agreed to demarcate several hundred kilometers of their shared border. Moreover, the two parties have also vowed joint efforts to stop violence along the border where Central African rebels have been hiding and launching raids for supplies. Earlier this week, the Central African Republic's Minister of Territorial Administration, Decentralization and Local Development, Bruno Yapande, led his country's delegation to a three-day talks in Yaoundé within the context of a joint commission meeting comprised of defense ministers and police chiefs for both nations who agreed to demarcate their shared border. Yapande said both sides want to demarcate and develop the border to improve security and living conditions for civilians, and also says the presidents of the two countries have promised that the demarcation of the border will begin within a month to make the border towns and villages safe from violence. He adds that the two countries also agreed to reinforce their joint military presence in border towns and villages. Furthermore, he says a 1908 accord supervised by German and French colonial masters defines the Cameroonian and Central African Republic border. Unfortunately, people, floods, and erosion have destroyed many boundary markers, and ever since, both nations have neglected to maintain border markers as they were focused on fighting Central African rebels since the country gained its independence from France in 1960. The two sides also announced earlier this month that 2,500 over 300,000 Central African refugees who fled the conflict to Cameroon will return by the end of the month.